Europe. I
Right.
never would have met her if it wasn't for, you know, Lego Fortnite and, YouTube and weird stuff
Right.
like that. Which, yeah, you don't really think of YouTube as the place to go meet people.
I was
uh,
I was just thinking about how I met all you guys through this, and we like hang out every Tuesday. You know.
right? Yeah, yeah. For the last year, every Tuesday we've been
Yeah.
like rocking it, which is insane. Like in all kinds of ways, but it's so cool.
Yep.
That
Uh,
makes us all basically family now.
right,
Hey,
right.
I have to throw away my double blaster.
Um, oh, are you in the world already?
I am.
Yeah. Hey, Spicy's in the shop, everybody.
I am. Use code
Yeah,
Long Tom if you purchase me, please.
that's right. Don't forget to reset your supporter creator code every 2 weeks, every 15 days, I believe it is. Uh, but yeah, use code
Trying
long
to find a
time if you
fire to throw these stinking guns I want to keep playing with.
do. They are pretty cool. But you're not a spellcaster, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to give them up. Um,
Guess I gotta give up my hammer too. Can I keep my dual daggers, or do I gotta get rid of
oh
those
yeah.
too?
Nope, you get to keep your daggers.
Okay.
And you can make you have that the spider leg dagger there. You can make
Yep.
a set of those as
Yeah,
your
it
dual
converted mine
daggers.
into them. It converted mine into them.
Oh, did it?
It did.
No more single daggers, huh?
No, it converted them.
They got us
It,
in the
it had
end.
to have because they've already got my runes on them, and I know I didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, on my screen, you're only holding one dagger, so.
Well, I've definitely got two in my hands and on my screen.
Oh, wow, that was crazy. As the world was loading in, it like cycled through. You were holding just a single dagger, and then you were holding a dagger and a pizza shield, and then you were holding dual daggers.
That's funny.
Monday, on the other hand, only has one dagger out.
Yes, Monday does.
That's weird. I have two equipped on my screen.
Now you got two.
Oh, now you got two. Well, where's
Why
Remy?
won't my swords
Oh,
turn
I'm
double?
coming. Sorry, I
Give me
was
double swords.
checking.
Right, double swords would be awesome. Or like
Just a
you know,
bow.
a
Give me
big
a
sword
bow.
and a little sword together.
I just want a bow and arrow.
Ow!
Yeah, with different arrow types, that would be fun.
Yes, yes, you could craft
Have
them.
like gas arrows and dynamite arrows and
Electric and
yeah.
fire. Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
why not?
Right. Yeah, I've been oh.
I'm coming.
What'd Spicy do, Brock?
Walk into my hammer.
Oh, I'm still in party chat. I suspect when we get the update, a lot of things are gonna have to get overhauled completely. So I'm hoping
I'm running this time.
that we get more oh, the ship just got struck by lightning. Sorry, I got distracted by knowing that was about to happen. Clip that. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll see more stuff with the weapons and
When you're in that charge animation, you're immune
all
to
of that.
damage.
Yeah, I know.
That seems unfair. Hey, watch. Hey, watch out for the town. Alright. There's Remy.
I'm here.
Shoom.
The durability on these daggers goes down insanely fast.
Does it?
Yeah, just a little bit I've been messing with Brock's, taking a quarter durability off of them.
That's crazy. Good
Because
thing
you're
they're
hitting Brock.
magic and they don't really wear out.
Right.
But yeah, that's unfortunate.
Very laggy
Um,
today.
It is very laggy.
Yeah,
I thought it was just me.
we got a storm going. We got everybody loading in. The boat's here. All kind of stuff going on.
These things don't do any damage.
I've never experienced this. Like, it's like a skip over and over again.
No, mine is nothing like that.
It's alright. It's alright. It's playable. I think.
Do.
Not
Oh.
if you're trying to fight Brock.
Now, now I am getting a skip. Interesting.
How do I wind up down here? That's so weird. It glitched me through a wall. Ow!
I got a lot of.
Get the ship out of here, see if that helps any.
I got a lot of stuff. How did
Whee!
I'm gonna go drop some stuff off real quick. I think I need this.
Oop.
How did I get? Oh. Dropping this. Drop this. This I'll keep. Drop. Drop.
Gotta get your boat out of here. Yeah, this is crazy.
What, the lag?
My screen is just like hopping.
Yeah, right?
The boat.
Yeah, I'm getting it
Maybe.
too.
It's making it really hard to fight.
I bet. And it's
Oh, got a crit hit on him
Me.
finally.
making me kind of want to have a seizure, honestly. But in the meantime, let's see, what do we got going on?
Oh no!
This is episode 55, which is absolute madness. We have passed our 1 year mark as of last episode.
Oh, got the pieces
Uh,
of
yeah, I don't know that moving this boat is helping any.
I'll be right back in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. Should we all drop out and
Yes.
reload?
Yeah.
Yeah, because part of me is like really nervous this ship is about to explode.
I'm out.
Yeah, as soon as I land this ship and stop its momentum, I'm doing the same.
I think Brock's fixing some things him and I broke.
Right enough.
I'm back to lobby.
Alright.
I was getting destroyed. My old dagger's got nothing on that hammer.
Yeah, I was face tanking the damage.
Yeah, dude, the hammer is just obscene. It does
Yeah,
area of effect. It does, which of the following features do you dislike in LEGO Odyssey?
Yeah, the highest attack I got on you was a 14 crit hit with a sword.
And it
My
only did
daggers
a
were only
part
hitting.
and a half
My
of me.
daggers were only hitting like 6 on you, I think.
Which of the following features do you dislike in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey? Select as many as apply. Lost Isles, Hunger Mechanics, Decorating, the HUD, Star Wars Island, Hostile Creatures, Enemies, the Story, Cosmetic Items.
What story?
Yeah, I'm curious about what story, what cosmetic items, unless they mean like just props. But then the last option is creating using UEFN/creative. And I'm gonna pick that because that's really the only thing I have an issue with. I guess there's kind of a story. There isn't really though.
Oh, you got to
Depends
make
on
up
the
your
area.
own as you go.
Right? Yeah.
So
But,
it's all in perception.
yeah. Like there is some progression, but I wouldn't say there's a story.
I would call
Uh,
the Storm Chaser camp story between that and
uh,
the
yeah,
Chancer bit.
yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
call it I call
I
it a
was
quest
counting
line.
that and the like Star Wars stuff in that progression. You know what I mean? There's like things that you move towards, but there's
There's quest
not
lines.
really yeah, there's no like connecting tissue though. So
They need to make us a Lego Minecraft movie. I mean Lego Fortnite movie. It'll be
Okay.
Minecraft. So,
Man, Vulture and Noir are cool looking skins.
ooh, let me check them out. Everybody loaded
Yep.
back in yet?
back to the shop.
I'm waiting
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
they
all clear
are.
from a long time.
Vulture. Oh,
I like Noir's hat.
yeah. I was actually gonna buy Noir to be Scoops in K and K, but it never came to pass, and now I can't really rationalize it anymore because that story line is like long gone.
Heavy Hitter's not
It wa-
terrible either
But-
for 800 people.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry
But,
about that.
Oh, you're good. We all dropped out of the world to see if we could escape the hitch.
Yeah, good idea.
Fingers
Hey,
crossed.
we've got a Nox's twin in the shop right now, Maul.
Oh, I missed it. I'm loading back in. I'll have to check it out later.
Another Tieflin looking skin, horns on the head, tail.
Oh, Mal. Yeah, Mal. Like Malice. Yeah. I thought you meant another skin. I like it just because has the little devil tail. The horns are kind of cool, but I feel like they blend into the hair too much on the minifig. He kind of reminds me, like his BR version reminds me of those uh what was that, like magic high school anime thing that they just had in the shop recently. I forget what it's called, but
He reminds me of a
or
wannabe Nightcrawler.
right, yeah, a little bit for sure. But or maybe it wasn't an anime, maybe it's the thing I'm
The
thinking of
Hero
from
Academia stuff before they had Hero Academia.
yeah.
They were customizable.
Oh yeah.
We need some customizable Lego skins.
I was saying,
I'd settle for back blings, honestly.
Back blings and gliders.
they should,
Yeah. Gliders would be awesome. If
I
you
would-
could get your Fortnite gliders in.
I would love it if Fortnite made a character just called the Lego minifig, and it was like their own version of like a minifig in BR.
Like a default skin.
Yeah, but the version in Lego actually had like superhero style customizing. You know, like like the sports ones. So you can choose from a
Yeah.
couple different heads, a couple different torsos and legs, and like a hat piece or something.
Right.
Heck, I wish I could do that with my Mandalorian skin in Lego.
Yeah, even that. Yeah, just have that, like customizing.
Yeah. It's got to be a feature. I mean, everybody wants it to come to the game, you know. And
You
I
build everything else you want in Lego except your own character.
right.
Yeah.
But you know, some of the skins have the default skin, you know, so they already have the ability to swap skins in
You
the
gotta
mid,
have
you know
edit
what I mean?
style.
So exactly. Like
Did any of us get in yet? Because I'm still loading in now.
I haven't tried yet.
I'm still connecting. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the all clear.
Me too.
Oh, just got in. No, still skipping for me.
Hey. I'm in. I have no skip. Oh. I spoke too soon. All right.
I wish there was a way you could just like make copies.
What's going
of
on,
your world.
Maddox? Just I
You
usually
can make
add people
copies
if
of
we've
the world,
like
just not
played
the items
first.
you put in it yourself.
We usually play. I usually
Right,
play
yeah,
people on
that's what I mean.
Fridays. But if you want to send
But
me
do
an
make-
ad,
Prints to each
I'll
other.
accept. Maybe we can jam together.
Your mic went back to being a phone. What was that?
I said
Oh,
You said
Yep.
what?
it would be nice if we could sell blueprints to each other and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or even just make blueprints for ourselves. Beyond the ability to trade them between people. You know what I mean? Like, if I build a little outpost, that's like a little perfect setup. And that's
copy
all.
and paste it somewhere else.
Exactly. Just put it. Okay, now it's on top of this mountain. Now it's over here, and if I have the mats, I can just throw it up real quick.
So
I'm
yeah,
actually
the
surprised
world
there
is
was a
definitely
piece of-
lagging more than it was before we left.
it's about the
Yeah.
same for me. But yeah, it's.
I was gonna say it's
Maybe
similar.
everybody sleep in a bed.
Ooh, yeah, I could try that.
We're gonna have to. Oh yeah, that's right. This used to be a hotel. Ugh, let me in.
Because that does a light refresh on the server when you do that.
I'm trying to get into a bed right
Where-
now. Sorry,
where's
guys,
the
it's
shack?
being annoying.
Oh, that's interesting. So I got one of my viewers is saying it's lagging on their world right now as well. Maybe it's like a.
Oh, it could be server wide, like
Oh yeah.
Wasn't doing it earlier, that's for sure. Man, one day,
Yeah.
we're gonna be in full rejoice. We're gonna load into Lego Fortnite, and there'll be not a single bug detected.
Right.
The complexity issues gone.
What's
No
weird
lag.
is all the stuff you dropped over
Are
there
we
is
gonna be
still
alive
here.
though?
Oh wow.
So I wonder if that means we didn't actually leave the world.
oh, it probably didn't reset then. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You want to try it again, or do you think? What do you guys think?
Up to you guys. I'm
Yeah.
down for whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
still
I'm
loving it.
okay.
Do it one more time if you need to.
Well, if Spicy's out in the lobby, let's do it one more time.
Might as well.
All right, let's try it.
Tom, before you log back in, switch to like VR or some other game mode.
Yeah.
Don't play a game. Just come back to Lego, then load in. Maybe it'll clear out the cache.
Right. Well, like I was saying, the stuff that Remy dropped before he left was still there.
Right.
So I wonder if like Remy hadn't left yet, and I came back in. You know what I mean? So that
Right.
it never
Overlap.
like we weren't all out collectively. Whatever. I'm not sure how anything works.
Yeah, it's like we have like this. I'm like the same way. It's like we have this vague idea of like what it could be like, but we're not totally
If I
sure.
open the world right now,
Right.
it's showing me that there's nobody in there, so it's definitely empty at this point. I
Yep.
think.
I got an empty world as well. So here I'll just pop over to expeditions for a second.
That's what I just did. Expeditions isn't logging at all.
Oh, you actually hopped into expeditions?
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Man, the game is such a grind now. I'm at level 33. Like, I hope they start adding new levels soon.
Oh, for expeditions, yeah. I think my main is almost 33. I think I'm just like a mission away from being level 33.
I just hit level 30 Shadow Caller.
But it's at this point it's I wouldn't even call it a grind. I'd call it a slog.
Yeah.
It's just doing the same thing literally over and over again. And yeah, hopefully we get some new areas or some new objectives or something, because I don't I got my Shadow Caller and my Hunter up to both to level 16, I think, just to unlock that second reward for the
Oh,
decorations for each of them. And
I still
I
should do that.
honestly, I don't want to play any of them up to level 49 at this point to get the last thing, you know. I mean, I don't think you can get to level 49 right now.
No, I think it's
but,
just 40. I think.
Yeah, or 39 I heard. But yeah, you can't max out your character anyways. You can't get to level 50, so you can't unlock all the pieces. But yeah, unless something drastically changes, I don't necessarily want those pieces that bad. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
So let me know when I can join back in. No.
I'm back in the world. It seems to be all right so far. Yeah, it seems to be working just fine. If you guys want to join in, hopefully it'll work out.
OTW.
Where did I? Oh, I put the boat over there. Oh no.
Epic Bricks is doing a live stream for expeditions right now.
Right on.
12 people watching.
I was really surprised when
All right.
Twitch had those like special drops for playing Lego Fortnite or watching Lego Fortnite. It was like
Yeah.
people's viewership like dropped, like went crazy. Like all the viewers were like up to the hundreds of viewers. I was like, wow. Not on mine, but other.
Yeah. And then once they all got their stuff, they were like, "See ya."
Later.
Yeah.
No, but it was cool while it lasted for sure.
Yeah.
And, it definitely brought a bunch of attention to Lego streamers that might not have, gotten that attention in the first place. So it's cool. And I mean, hopefully some of them stuck around.
Yeah. Also,
I was saying
oh, go ahead.
last week, like my subscriber count keeps, granted very slowly, but climbing, and I've done nothing but K&K for the last almost 3 months now. Like I haven't put out any content. I haven't done.
Oh, I finally got him.
Whatchamacallit? Well, two things. One, I thought it was interesting how TikTok doesn't have a Lego Odyssey, but they have a Lego.
Monday.
They have a Lego Expeditions
I'm getting
marker.
the pieces out to fix it, Tom. I got you.
And then
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize I had a hammer.
A pickaxe.
Yeah, sorry.
Which set is this, Tom? This the
It's all right.
Seaport.
You guys need
Okay,
to.
that's
Yeah, it's all salty seaport.
what
You guys were hired to repair the docks and everything, anyways. Remember? Sometimes you gotta, do some demo before you can renovate. I know how it goes. Still need docks out here, all kinds of stuff.
Thank you, Spicy. I for some reason can't find myself.
Wham! Wham!
yeah, the Legendary Forge. Yeah, how do you
Fun.
unlock the Legendary Forge? It's been a minute.
For the what?
Oh, it's Rift Crystals. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, to unlock it initially. You're saying. But all right, now that we have faced down all of our technological mishaps, we've checked out the shop twice now.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, July? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate that. That's right, everybody. Don't forget to like the stream. K&K every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. only at the Long Tom Lounge and Remy's. Remy also streams it, but
It's
it's a
true.
cool line, and I refuse to stop saying it. Uh, but yeah, traditionally, after we check the shop, we are audience to uh, one of our spectacles here at the lounge every Tuesday. A little portion of the stream we like to call Monday's Tuesday Madcap Recap, in which our resident recapist Monday Olives recaps what happened.
Did you just call me a recapist?
Yeah. A resident recapist, that's right.
Ooh, okay. All right, hold it together.
And
I'm sorry.
that's pretty good. All right. Um, it being tradition and all, whenever you're ready there, Monday.
Last week on Kaverns and Klombos, with Gen and Spicy away, it was Monday, Trone, and the ever-wise Cavern Master Longtom who stepped into the spotlight, diving deep into the growing tensions across the realms. Our heroes examined the rise of 3 powerful new weapons, changing the shape of battle: the lightning-fast dual daggers, the crushing warhammer, and the dual mojo-infused pistols. Tools now appearing in the hands of soldiers, scavengers, and shadowy factions alike. But weapons were just the beginning. In a sweeping recount of their journey, the party uncovered forgotten truths behind Paywellia's fractured belief systems, learning of the First Llama and how the royal advisor Tomato Head has poisoned the mind of the king, accelerating the influence of the dark Zarya and Morthos. The corruption spreads, unchecked, warping the natural world and driving once slumbering beasts to rise and tear through civilization. Worse still, heroes who fight for good of the land are being systematically branded as terrorists, framed as the sources of Paywellia's troubles. All the while, the true villains, those meant to guide us into a thriving future, are the ones pulling apart the very balance of peace and harmony. Now, a deeper threat stirs. A signal has been sent and received by a technologically advanced race that once called Paywellia their base of operation. These Starfolk, or Skywalkers, may be returning, not as allies, but as conquerors, ready to reclaim dominion over the entire realm. The time for asking yourself, will there be complete and utter chaos, has passed. A new question rises in its place. Can our heroes unite the fractured realms and storm the capital in the name of peace, justice, and glory for all the people of Paywellia? Will they even survive? Find out this week on Kaverns and Klombos.
All right. And that's that's what's been going on. So as mentioned last week,
Star Wars DVD, and what I
the
found.
party was slightly separated, spread out across their base and across the city here, the lovely Cutlass Cove. And yeah, they were just doing what has become their regular routine. Everybody kind of doing their thing around the city, helping out, and continuing the betterment of Cutlass Cove, but then retiring in the evenings to the Drunken Raven, which has been jokingly renamed the Intoxicating Swallow, and chatting about all the things that are going on in the world. They discussed, the dark influence on the crown. They discussed the history of the last days of the Great War, and joked and laughed and drank slurped through the night. And at one point, noticed that their friend Spicy was not there uh, as expected. Um, they knew that Gen and Musa were back at the Bastion doing stuff, so they weren't expecting them to be there, but Spicy was mysteriously missing. And that's about where we left off. Am I leaving anything out?
No, I think that's about everything that's happened. I don't think there was not a single other thing suspiciously or otherwisely that would be deemed dastardly or possibly
Yeah.
even corrupt, maybe of
Yeah.
the moral variety. I don't think anything
Yeah.
of that nature happened.
No, nothing out of the ordinary happened at all, aside
Yes.
from
yes.
from nothing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was just all completely normal. And here we find ourselves back on the docks of Cutlass Cove, and well, look, here comes Gen.
Is it just Gen? Do me and Brock and Harry see Spicy as well, or is it just Gen?
Oh wait, and there's Spicy. You see Spicy coming down the docks as well.
I freeze with a dramatic look of shock on my face. My eyes slowly lock with those of Brock, and I just nod at him, and I stare evilly at Spicy.
Ooh.
I don't know why you're winking at me. I'm just over here fixing a roof.
It's the Burger Man. It's the guy.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's okay. I should have realized. You probably had too much slurp the other night. You don't remember what happened? The last time.
Of course I do.
So.
Where's the old
So,
dude?
so Gen, you hop off the boat, fresh back from the Bastion, and as you roll up the dock, you come across Monday and Brock. They seem to have gotten all the way to the bottom of a jar of slurp last night. And Spicy, you are coming from the opposite direction. You know, like the magic shop area of town, the warehouses, all of that area. And you're coming into the same scene. You come across Monday and Brock, quite slurped, early in the morning, presumably on their way somewhere to sleep it off. And yeah, that's what's going on.
All right. So it seems like that was a party without me, huh?
Buddy, nice of you to join us.
Slurp left for us.
I pull a half-drink cup of slurp from my pouch, and I hand it to Spicy, but I don't say a word. I just study his reaction.
Thank you there, little buddy. I appreciate that. Rock, how about you? You got any leftover slurp? You've always got a stash.
Yeah, slurp's all gone.
Why is he lying to me, guys? He's never had a slurp. Is he mad at me?
Doesn't he make his own?
Well,
He makes his
Yes.
own.
Why would I be lying? Ever.
Yeah, I mean, lying is so awful, isn't it, Brock? I mean, like, if I were to go behind your back and, like, I don't know, corroborate everything that I've been doing with a foreign entity that's probably hostile.
Just want to say,
I think
welcome
that would
in,
be
Rooster.
pretty
Welcome
bad.
in, Monkey.
Wouldn't you, Brock?
Do y'all not have parents you talk to? I mean, what's your problem here? You don't let your parents know how you're doing?
Hopefully you're having a good night.
As he says that, I pull out my dual daggers and I say, my parents taught me how to use these, and I think it's about a time we have a little talk.
Spicy, whatever you do. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, whatever you do, put that pickaxe away first. uh, all right, Monday, you're pulling out your dagger in a threatening manner.
Yes, I am.
I just put my hammer between the both of them and say, we should probably talk elsewhere. We're the heroes here. We don't need to think that they have division between us.
Heroes don't go behind each other's back, keeping secrets and working for foreign entities.
Hey, I don't have any secrets. Nobody's asked me questions. Y'all just didn't follow me.
Well, I think that's kind of your problem, Spicy. You see, we actually kind of did follow you, and we learned a lot about who you've been communicating with.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So what's the plan? Why have you been pretending to help us this whole time?
I'm not pretending to help y'all. I've been helping y'all. No pretending.
Old Harry stands in the doorway, just looking on at everything. Well, how come you're helping those pain in the slurp mages then?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't be coy with me. I talked to a seagull that told me about your little portal behind the magic shop.
Hey, we all have people we answer to here. We all have the same goal on hand.
In the distance, maybe on the second floor of a building that we're standing in front of, you just slowly hear the harp and strum of a lute and the voice of Nox as she sings. He danced down with the villains and lied with flair. Now he's warm food stew with betrayal in his hair. Want a slightly darker sound, so I think I'll make you make it for me. Sorry, I messed up at the end there.
All right.
So Nox is just like lightly playing gloomy tunes as this all unfolds.
Rock just looks around at everybody and then looks back at Spicy. Hey, bud. Seriously. If you have an issue, let us know. Maybe we can help you with it. We've all fallen in with a bad group once in a while. I used to be a pirate.
I don't think there's an issue yet, but you know, if it becomes an issue, y'all saved my life more than anybody here.
Yeah.
So then why are you so hard set on betraying us?
I'm not trying to betray anybody. I've got to do what I've got to do. You know, we all have people we answer to. I'm not trying to betray y'all. I'm not trying to betray anybody.
Yeah, but here's the problem. We need those magical vestiges to defeat Zortho and Mario, or whatever the heck their names are. we can't really give them
I'm not trying to keep any magical weapons from some dude with a big hammer that can kill me in one hit.
Yeah,
But then
use my hammer on you.
That was a very ominous riff there.
Why have you been sharing intel with them?
Because this reality isn't the only reality at stake. It goes much further than anyone knows.
I'm incredibly skeptical right now, Spicy, but I suppose at the very least you've earned our ear for a moment as you explain yourself. So what exactly is going on?
I can't give you any information willingly, but if you ask me any questions, I won't lie about it.
Well,
Okay, and you're willing to stay here and talk on your own free will about this?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, I look back at Harry and I look back at Brock, and and again, and I'm just like, perhaps we should go inside and talk about this more discreetly.
I'll even hold a tomato.
I saw that. That was funny.
I don't care what you're holding as long as it's not a phone.
What is a phone?
Ask Brock later. He'll tell you horror stories about them.
Mind controlling devices.
I was about to say, I thought we had like a Teletron or something. I didn't think we had phones.
The Daily Blunderbuss had a device that you would use to
Oh
talk
yeah,
to them.
I remember. That's my second day on the job here.
Look
Is
at that
there-
villager using the machine up on the counter. I love it.
Is there anyone around who Monday could approach and be like, hey, I think we need to get the Onceler here. Could you send word for him to meet us here?
More likely.
So, Monkey. So what we do is we're playing. Basically, it's an ongoing Dungeons and Dragons, but in the style of Lego Fortnite, and it's called Kaverns and Klombos. It's a bit of like RP, and we're playing this game. And Long Tom, he's also streaming right now on YouTube, and he's like the Cavern Master, Dungeon Master. And we're just kind of figuring out right now. Spicy here has been talking to some people that are sketchy, and we're trying to figure out who they are.
We gave the Onceler one of my Teletrons, right?
Oh yeah, that's I forgot about that actually. I don't know what's going on exactly, and as much as I'm very, very skeptical, I feel it's in our best interest to at least give Spicy the benefit of the doubt for the moment, but I definitely think we need to get the Onceler over here immediately, because Spicy seems to be talking about that weird stuff you were talking about the other night about the invasions of different realms and whatever you were calling it.
But the incursions?
Yeah.
The incursions.
Incursions.
Dun dun dun.
Where's the ominous rift at now?
Right.
Harry just leans forward. You have to understand our perspective on this, Spicy. You're working for the people who partially framed us.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily working. They're not paying me nothing.
Wait a minute.
I really don't know what to say here. I
You're
really
doing
don't
it
know
for
what to say.
free?
Well, I wouldn't say that either.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm alive, and I owe them. That's all I'll say. But I'm not here to betray y'all either. Did not mean to get up.
I really want to believe you, and for now I'm gonna give you some leeway, but I do apologize in advance if I'm a little skeptical of your trust at the moment. And also, I'd like to take a moment while we're all here. I know it's a very serious day, and I think this is a very serious topic that needs to once and for all be put to rest. Brock, do you see what I have in my hand? This is a spicy burger. Do you see this man sitting next to me? This is a spicy person. They are not the same thing. And I just chow down on the spicy burger.
On my screen, Spicy's character was frowning during that whole conversation.
That's hilarious.
Perfect.
I don't understand what's going on in this world already. I mean, I've been here my whole life, but I've talked to bananas and peppers, so nothing surprises me anymore.
This is true.
That's a surprisingly good outlook to have.
I'm just saying that if your friends are going to be a problem, I have a hammer I'm going to hit them with. Just saying.
I'm well aware of this, sir. Well aware of your hammer. Kind of terrifying, to be honest with you.
Can you share any more information about the people that you've been talking to, or why you are talking to them?
I'm talking to them because I'm alive, because they help me, and they ask me questions, and I tell them answers. Same thing I just told y'all. If you want to ask me questions, I'll tell you answers. That's the best I can do. I can't freely speak because I'm bound not to. I can answer questions, but I cannot give you information, if that makes sense.
Is this...
So, Harry just looks at everybody talking right now, and he just casts Zone of Truth and tells you guys, ask him whatever you want now.
I wasn't gonna lie before. The thing is, if anybody here's got mind reading abilities and you've tried to read my mind, you'll already know it's not possible. Just like I can't give you information without you asking me questions. It's just not possible.
Is that because there's a spell?
I was just gonna say.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a spell, a hex, a curse. I don't know.
Do you remember a time before this was the circumstance?
I do not.
So you don't really remember your past, is what you're saying?
Not at all.
Wait a minute. Are you some sort of homunculus then?
I don't know what that is, but maybe.
Were
Something they
you
animated.
always alive, Pepper? Or did somebody make you alive?
I don't know. You want to help me find out?
I actually do. I mean, there's a lot of other pressing concerns, but I think we can add that to our list. Yeah.
You're red like me. Are you my dad? Hey, big
just
guy with a
sunburned.
hammer. You're red like me. Are you my
I'm
dad?
sunburned.
Oh, okay.
I'm just sunburned.
I wasn't asking for money or nothing, sir.
No, it's just learning that Brock's character is just perpetually sunburned. I always thought you were like a red dude. I didn't realize that was just a sunburn.
Normally my skin's green, but I spent so many days and nights working out on these docks, putting roofs on houses and stuff. We got sunburn. That's why I'm always angry now.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Chrissy Lee, welcome in.
The whole basis of Brock's rage is he just has a really bad sunburn. You just, he just can't get comfortable, so he's upset all the time.
So every Tuesday between 8 and 10, we play Dungeons and Dragons Lego Fortnite style. So that's what this is. We call it Kaverns and Klombos.
Right. He was very well spoken. He was like a member of the court. Like
What's going on, my brother? Welcome on
His
in.
intermittent savant episodes are actually his true personality trying to break through as this new facade created from the agonizing monotony of constantly being perpetually
Monkey, thank you for the support with those likes.
His mind.
Super appreciate that.
I
think it is
Did you
helpful
just ask
too.
me to hit you with a hammer? Is that what you just said?
2 a.m. there, brother. It's
did you want to call
9 o'clock here.
Onceler or anybody else?
We need to get the Onceler. I look at
Thanks,
everyone
Monkey.
at the
I
table
hope
and
you
I
do
say,
too.
hey, we really need to get the Onceler involved in this situation.
Hey, he might know about more of my situation than I do. I don't know.
That's actually kind of what I'm thinking. He might have some insights. And now that we know we can ask you questions, he might even know which questions to ask. Because I do have a lot, but I'm not certain any of them will reveal anything we're looking for.
Can we go back to that old squeeze toothpaste thing that was on the mountain over there? That talked to us?
What?
That big old squeeze toothpaste thing that we walked on its beard?
Oh, the ancient banana. The
The toothpaste.
No, it was
That was banana?
Grand Banana.
Yeah,
That was
Grand
banana?
Banana.
That thing was a
The
banana?
Grand Banana.
Yeah, that's it. Something like that.
I've been in ships smaller than him.
That's... The images you're provoking in my mind are not pleasant.
This is coming from a guy who's been inside a stone giant.
Yeah, I
Yikes.
have tunneled through the giants made of stone.
Yeah, we also tunneled through Krakens together. So,
You guys are gross.
So who has the Teletrone? Someone, like, get the Onceler on the line. I'm gonna take a clawhorn break real quick.
Oh,
I don't know how to use it, but I have one. He just starts Brock just starts banging it against his head to see if it works.
We're just gonna dance now.
Everybody's coming doing the business hips.
I'm a star, finally! I did it!
I think I'm feeling.
Notch just comes down the stairs sobbing that everyone's, like, floating around my performance instead of theirs.
I'm really feeling the slurp juice. It's finally hitting.
Like a party going on in here. But all right. So you folks through much shenanigans and chicanery and minor feats of prestidigitation managed to figure out how to work the Teletrone. And what do you got for the Onceler?
Hey, Onceler, is this your line?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, we need help with our Pepper buddy. He doesn't know if he was alive before his problems.
Such a good way to put it. Was I alive before my
existential
problem?
crisis or something? Is he? What's?
He says he doesn't remember being alive before he met the mages killed.
All right.
Tell him that he is having an existential crisis, but that's not the problem at hand.
Hey, I'm the one on the thing with the guy. If you want to talk to him, you can hold the thing and call him yourself.
Okay, all right, big guy, calm down. You got this.
So, yeah, if you're around, you could help us out with this.
He says, I thought Spicy grew up in the Mage's Island.
What? There's a mage island?
Yeah, their whole nation is like an island nation. It's pretty big. It's big enough to have every biome on it. I know that much.
Yeah, I don't know if I have parents there or if I was born in a tube, you know? I don't know. I don't remember.
Harry just leans in and says, "Can we learn about this island?"
Brock just looks at him and says, "Yeah, not from a Jedi."
What? I didn't follow. Not from a Jedi.
The tragedy of Darth Plagueis. It was one of your sacred scriptures.
All right. So yeah, that's the big reveal. Spicy's from the Mage Island.
How come you don't use Mojo then if you're from the Mage Island?
Which is a pretty big deal.
Can I take a history or insight check to know if my character would, like, have an idea of why that's significant?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need a second. I literally forgot to grab my dice tonight. Hold on one second.
Bro, my sister cleaned my house for me the other day. It took me 20 minutes to find my dice.
Ah,
Oh, I kind of wish I didn't find it. I rolled a 7.
um, who was rolling though?
Monday.
Monday,
Yes.
and history is a wit skill, right?
Yes.
So, um, you're vaguely aware of the wizards being the bad guys in all the stories of this world that you've heard so far. Like they attacked the capital, 100 years ago, which is why the rock was built in the first place. It was originally a fort, which after the war ended between the grasslands and the capital, it was eventually repurposed into the prison. It wasn't always. But you're vaguely aware of all this happening to you over the past year or so of your life.
Hey, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Do you remember how to get back there?
No, I don't. I don't. They randomly appear and they have portals that we go through. I don't know how to get there.
Maybe we can ask Trone to we read his mind or something. Maybe they locked it away in there. Those mages.
No, I already tried to do that before. It's a blank slate in there. It's like I thought Brock was dull inside his head, but this guy, there's nothing.
Hey, yeah, old man. That's probably the nicest thing someone's ever said to me.
Any of y'all able to shapeshift? Maybe y'all could pretend to be me and try to get in there yourself.
Oh,
Crazy.
I mean, I'm pretty good at making imitations, but I don't think I can shapeshift.
What about Nox?
I'm not opposed to doing anything that would help us out.
What about Nox?
I don't know if Nox can shapeshift. Let me
Let me call him.
I'm gonna go
Let me
ask
call him
her.
on the phone real quick.
Yeah. Let me ask them. Let me
Hold
ask
on, I'll
them
text.
what their
I'm gonna
abilities
text
are.
him.
Well, I'll tell y'all this. Once we
Roof.
find
Music.
another one of these magical weapons, they'll probably appear. They'll show themselves. I'm surprised they haven't showed up to take the hammer already or try. But I'm not trying to help them get it.
The hammer's just a big old hunk of metal. It's not one of the
It seems
the
magical to me.
legendary.
It's scary. Very
Right.
scary.
Okay, I have a question out of character. We're level 10, right?
I think at some point we decided you were like level 12-ish.
Okay,
She likes your
that's what
hammer.
I thought. So, in theory, Nox could possibly know magical secrets, which would give them a doorway to learn any spell from any class, and then I could technically learn polymorph. Oh wait, I already have polymorph. I don't need. I could just do. I could use polymorph. I think.
You also have Alter Self.
You have polymorph? Holy cow! As a
Yeah,
bard?
yeah, that's crazy to me. I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look. That's fun.
He says, I don't believe you.
Oh, I totally
Well,
believe him. I
as of
just now
level
need to read
10,
the spells.
as of
Right.
level 10, as a regular bard, you could take level spells from any class. If you're a lore bard, you could start doing that at level 6.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, lore bards are the most OP caster in 2024 D&D.
Holy cow! Polymorph is only a level 4 spell. That's
I
crazy.
remember seeing some video, I think on like Facebook or something. They were making like a joke about D&D, about somebody playing as a dungeon master, and they're like, he tells a story or something about how like all of his players got to like level 10, and it was like everyone was like ridiculously overpowered.
Yeah. The group that I played with in high school, I think when we finished, my character was level 14, but because we like kind of took turns being the DM, and like we really just were playing for the combat and to acquire treasure. We were playing it like it was a Borderlands. You know what I mean? Like it was a looter shooter. Like, and so yeah, by the time we ended, we were just like like we had to fight like deities to be, like, have anything bad happen to us ever. Holy cow, you can polymorph 3 times.
Nox comes down and says, "What's going on? Do you guys like? You want me to turn myself into spicy?"
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Wait a minute. What if we borrow the bananas moon sword? You turn into Spicy and tell them you found one of the artifacts.
Yeah,
Oh.
I could do that.
And then I smash them with a hammer as soon as they come out of the portal. And then we'll ask them questions.
I mean, if everyone else is on board, I'm okay with attempting.
Oh
this.
no!
I mean, these are powerful mages,
And
right?
Monday evaporates into thin air.
No, it's okay. I will be back in a second.
So
Every
the
wizard I've
Onceler,
ever dealt with is easy to turn into pudding if you're close to them.
absolutely true. But the Onceler is still on the phone on the other end of the line. He's like, you guys realize, like, the whole world is looking for those artifacts, right?
I don't care. Let them come.
No, I'm just saying, like, not everybody who's trying to get the artifacts is.
Hey,
He's a
Jaber,
bad
thank you for
guy.
the follow. How you doing tonight? Welcome to Caverns and Klombos. That's Dungeons
Some
and
people have the same
Dragons,
goals.
Lego Fortnite style.
So then, wouldn't it be in our best interest to try and congregate all of the individuals who have similar goals together, so that we can work as a team instead of against each other?
But some people with similar goals as you might still be your enemy. Doesn't mean you can work together.
That's
Well,
right.
if that's the
And my
case,
friend is also a goo on the bottom of my hammer.
yes, Brock, very good, very
Something like
good.
that.
No, that was perfect.
Said Monday came back, but I don't see them. Dude, oh my goodness.
Nox comes walking down the stairs, looking identical to one of our friends.
Juniper, what'd you put in this slurp? I'm seeing doubles.
You're
I'm
not
gonna go lay down.
You're not seeing doubles, my foolish friend. I am Nox, and this is
Call me.
Spicy. I called you my friend.
Oh, okay, cool.
Monday
I sit
is
down.
in the corner and just looks at Nox and says, yeah, don't bother trying to explain it to Brock. They're not gonna understand it.
I think this requires one of these.
But there's one flaw. If these mages did something to his mind, we have to do the same thing to yours so they can't read it.
Wait, what? No, bad wizard, you are not messing with my mind.
I'm not gonna mess with your mind, you twit. I'm gonna put a shield around it so they can't read it.
Oh, I guess that's okay. I don't know. I look around the room to see if anyone else is worried or if I'm just being over dramatic.
No, I want to get the mages on our side because if we have a similar goal, they'll help us destroy the capital.
I don't think we want to destroy the capital there, Harry.
Wait, what?
Do.
Well, I mean,
Okay, all right. So I think honestly, like, I'm not saying we need to destroy the Capitol, but at this point, like, it does kind of align with our goals. So, like, to get Harry's help, we need him to think that we're trying to destroy the Capitol. So, like, let's just roll with it. All right, Harry, I'm on board. Let's destroy the Capitol. Put a mental shell around my mind.
Now we're talking. He pulls out some lobotomizing gear.
Oh no!
All
Absolutely not.
That's
You're
terrifying.
No. Nox just backs up, puts their hands up. Like, the transformation is slowly, like, unraveling.
It's a magic wand.
All right.
I'm a divination wizard. The lobotomizing tool is my magic wand.
So, because not everybody was here last time, as a quick refresher, we found out that the Capitol, which is the source of all the history that you guys have known for the entirety of you being in the world / those who are here, you know, that's like your world perspective is from the grasslands. Always portrayed naturally as the good guys, you know, doing the good thing, home of the heroes, you know, that kind of stuff. The wizards were always portrayed as the bad guys, you know, who came and invaded our country for no reason, blah, 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 blah. We have discovered over the course of the last few episodes that the king is being influenced by a tomato head person, someone from Pele Fel Afia, so naturally aligned with Zarya and Martho, and also that the church has been apparently misrepresenting itself to the public at large. So long story short, everything we ever knew was called into question. Spicy was seen talking to some wizards from the Wizard Nation, and yeah, maybe there's an outside chance that if everything that you've been told was wrong, that the other things that you were told as well were wrong. You know what I mean? The story has always been kind of, you know, like the wizards attacked us for no reason, blah, 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 blah. Something that was discussed last episode, I believe, was that the wizards were actually in search of one of the artifacts. Alethor's sword, as it were. And yeah, maybe the wizards knew something that everybody else didn't. And then the Oncer's like, but I got some stuff to get into, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Harry's drawing sketches in his spell book of the Capitol burning. Wizards aren't the bad guys. Why would you think that?
Why is everyone crazy but me? Sketch.
Is he wearing a tinfoil hat?
I sit down in front of Spicy, just watching him, staring at him, watching his moves, and trying to figure out how I can pretend to be him the best.
Right. It's funny because on my screen you are like copying him. he waves and then you wave and then like you're definitely 100% like mimicking him. Like you're about to do a little hop, I bet. Yep.
Then this music comes down and he asks you, so you guys need, should I give you the Moonblade then? You guys gonna take that now?
I think that's the next part of the plan. I think I take this Moonblade and go on the roof and pretend to be Spicy. Is that what exactly am I doing?
I don't know. You'll
There it is.
They'll find you. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I don't ever do anything. They just show up.
Okay,
Wait for it to get dark and hang out by yourself. You'll find them.
I tell everyone that I'm gonna go on the roof. Everyone needs to hide in the area, make sure they can see me, and when they get here, I'll give you the sign, and you all reveal yourself, and we'll surround them.
Probably no roofs. Probably more like dark alleys. We probably need to be on roof.
Okay, perfect. I will be in the dark alley, pretending to be hopeless and with a magical weapon. And
Y'all are misunderstanding one minor problem in the plan, though.
What's that, Harry?
We have to block their portal, or they're just gonna turn around and leave.
How do we do that?
Well, I've already started warding the area.
Is there anything we can do to assist with this?
I don't know. Hey, banana fella, can you cast planar binding?
I believe so. Gotta check.
Because you need to anchor that portal to this realm. So if they walk through it, they just pop out back at us again.
See, told you the old guy's crazy. Listen to him. He's talking gibberish.
I don't think it's gibberish, but
It sounds logical to me.
it sounds logical. But my question is like, will reality allow it?
I mean, they are witches.
What's the spell called
But
again?
you know, whatever they are.
Spellcasters, and you think I give two shakes about reality?
No, it's pretty clear that you don't.
I shanked a man in prison.
Was that not a legal fight club?
With a stick from the yard.
What was the name of the spell called?
Planar binding.
Yeah.
It allows you to bind a extra planar being to the material plane. So if they are demons or something like that, then they won't be able to leave again.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Musa, aren't you a religious authority-based powers, right? Did you go command them to stay once they did that?
Yo.
You're attempting to control the mind of a wizard who's notoriously powerful at resisting mind control.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, I don't think mind control is gonna work, guys. Don't, but it might.
Well, welcome in, Raiders. You getting a nice
we have to prevent
taste
them
of
from escaping.
Dungeons and Dragons, epic. I can't even talk. Lego
All right,
Fortnite
so
style.
What do we need to do then?
Hey,
All right, so I'll
Hey,
stand on
guys.
the wall behind where the portal opens, and I'll jump off and hit him with a hammer.
Yeah,
We'll
I was
talk to
gonna
him.
say unconscious people can't escape. Just hit them with that hammer.
yeah, real quick, guys. I was just raided by Epic Bricks, so everyone can say hello to all the Raiders.
Hey, what's up, Raiders? Welcome to the
Yeah.
stream.
What's going on?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
This is Dungeons and Dragons Lego Fortnite style.
Yep,
so-
Caverns and Klombos.
Yeah.
I cannot find the piece that I am looking for.
Shout out to Epic.
Hi,
Brick.
everybody. I'm Spicy Plays, and I'm here to let you know that I have everything.
Whoa, that's way bigger than I remember it being.
Thank you so much, Epic, for the raid. Heck yeah! So this is Dungeons and Dragons
Oh, sweet,
Lego
bigger.
Fortnite style.
Holy cow.
We play every Tuesday night between
So
8
Eric
and
looks
10
over
p.m.
Spicy says, so do they come to you, or do you have a way to contact them?
So this is basically Long Tom's world. He's the dungeon master or caverns master, and yeah. So we're just going through a story right now where we are trying to capture some mages that are going to come through a portal. Also, I'm playing a ranger. Monday is playing a bard. Trone here is playing a barbarian, and Spicy is a rogue. This campaign has been going on now for like 55 weeks. It's kind of shifted, but we've been going on for a pretty long time now.
Trust the guy. Having you do it.
Well, I can't freely communicate and ask them questions. They have me like my mind locked. I can't get information from them to give to you. You have to get the information from them yourself.
Yeah, so it's basically been going on. We kind of completed some of the story, but there's other parts of the story, and it's just been changing and shifting along with the updates that coming through, because like new weapons and new stuff comes out as well, and Long Tom likes to incorporate that as well. But yeah, so 55 weeks. I came in like week 13, but yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
But
So, you guys are kicking it around the drunken raven, aka the intoxicating swallow,
Yeah, but
and you're, finessing the last little details of your plan.
there
And
probably should be two of us out here though. I'm going inside.
Trone, Harry's signal goes off that his
what's going on, Ryan?
his rune of warding, his alarm has gone off. There's a
It's go
portal
time,
opening
fellas.
in the alley.
It's go time, fellas.
Nox starts casually walking down the street, accidentally turning the moon saber on, and just pretending like it's a completely normal thing and not weird at all. And oh, hey, look, an alley. I'm just gonna casually walk slowly down this alley with no magical weapon.
Where am I going? I gotta go hide.
Here's our fancy portal.
Also, if you hear other character names right now, we each actually have two characters. So one of them obviously is not
as you
here.
round the corner in the end of the alley, where you
But,
know
like,
the ward was
We're kind of playing them as like, they're here as well.
circle of energy in front of you, and sure enough, the same two guys that you saw through Kahara's eyes step through the portal, and then it closes behind them. And what are you guys? You're hiding over in the alley. Again, what are you doing over there?
Hiding in the shadows, supposedly.
Just
Observing.
Often just anywhere around.
Yeah.
And then the real Spicy is up on that roof like Batman. It's actually a really good shot of Spicy being Batman up there.
I'll be over here.
It was better before, but I still get a screenshot. But all right. So the two guys step out, and as mentioned, they're the two guys you saw before, dressed in the same kind of mage guild outfit. It looks almost uniformish, but made of kind of contemporary materials. So it's like a wool and like linen, uniform, as opposed to being like one material and new. But they step out and they look at you, Monday, and then they look at each other, and everybody roll a. Let's see, what kind of resistance? Yeah, everybody just roll against a spell DC for me.
14 with no
14.
modifiers.
Same.
With or without proficiency.
Who is it? Brock, who's here?
Well, Brock and Harry are here.
All right. So one with and one without, I guess.
Brock rolls a 5. And what do we have? Proficiency +4 at level 12?
I don't recall. Give me 1 second.
Because that's at level 10.
Proficiency is still +4 at 12. Yep.
So 18 for Harry.
18 for Harry. All right. Remy.
12 for Gen, and then I got 10 for Musa.
All right. And Spicy.
14.
14.
Yep.
And Monday, you were
18
also
with 4 proficiency.
for Monday.
Yes,
With
for Nox, technically.
Oh, for Nox. Okay. So 18 for Nox, 14 for Monday.
Yes.
Wait. Okay. So everyone, with the exception of Harry and Nox, are all going to be held fast. As the wizards look at each other, the one makes a motion, wiggles his fingers, and there's a only slightly perceptible wave of force that goes out in a sphere around him in all directions, and all of you caught in it are just frozen in place. You can still breathe, you can still look around, you can still think freely, but you're rock solid, held in place. I guess Harry and Nox roll initiatives. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, jeez.
4.
Eric's feeling pretty quick today. He rolled a 19.
All right. Roll again Monday, because I also rolled a 4.
2.
Oh my! I rolled a 2 as well.
Wait, seriously? Yes.
Yes.
Battle of the bad dice rolls. Yo,
Oh, boy.
natural 1. Try to beat that.
Oh,
Ooh.
I rolled a 2 again. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna lose."
I literally have never been happy to
All
get
right.
natural.
All right. So Harry definitely won initiative. The 2 guys are definitely presuming that their spell went off without a hitch. But Harry, where are you at, and what do you want to do?
Harry's on the roof on top of the magic shop, and he is going to cast Dispel Magic on Brock and say, Brock, smash.
No.
Give me 1 second. I should have planned this out better. You're gonna dispel magic, you said?
Yeah, on Brock.
Let me just double check something. I'll be right with you. I got a plan.
So does Brock. If he gets unfrozen.
Casting time. DC spell set spells level. Let's see. So hold person. It's only level 2. Let's see. And technically, I should be able to use a reaction, but because there was such a disparagement between the initiatives, I'm going to say I'm not going to have an action. So
All
go
right,
ahead
thank
and
you for
roll
the
dispel
GGs.
magic.
Really appreciate that. Heck yeah, man.
Harry rolled a level plus proficiency plus dice roll. So that would be 12, 4, 16, 26.
All right. So you feel the wave come over you. You see everyone freeze in place, and you zap at down below you to go ahead and get Brock unheld. And the second wizard turns and fires off a counter spell, but just a moment too late. And so go ahead and roll an initiative for Brock as well.
So Brock's first roll was a. Does he have both rolls since it's danger?
I think one? Just we're just one because we're
okay.
I think because he's coming from the held, like, you know what I mean. He was like trying to break free, but not like
4 plus 8.
8.
4 plus 4.
Oh wow, I think that's the lowest initiative you've ever rolled, but it's still better than everybody else. But all right. So it was a reaction. And the second wizard.
Ryan, did you hear news about when it's coming?
Realizes obviously all this is happening behind them, and
I heard
kind of
speculation.
turns and like.
I heard that it's coming the next week, but that's just a rumor, possibly.
But just kind of holds his hands, like, also in a like whoa kind of motion. You know, he's like ready to fire if anything's about to happen, but he also is definitely giving it off a sign of, like, you know, peace or truce. You know what I mean? And so Monday, that'll be Nox's turn.
Okay, I will run up. So the one is still in front of me, and the other one's in front of Harry.
They're both pretty much standing right in front of you. Just one is focused now on the alley, and one is still kind of facing wherever you guys are.
Okay, I slowly...
Where is Nox, anyways?
Nox is literally in front of you. Nox is spicy.
Oh, Nox. Oh, right. So where's Monday then?
Monday. Well, I didn't think Monday was here, but if they are here, they would be somewhere hiding in an alley.
All right. So they failed their save anyway,
yes,
so they're frozen.
Yeah,
but they're around here somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
Right on. But all right. So Nox, you get hit by that same wave as everyone else. There's a short magical scuffle at the end of the alley, and you're locking eyes with the guy who obviously the gig is up.
I can tell that he knows that I'm not spicy.
They seem to be fully aware of all of you. Yeah. If he knows whether you're spicy or not, I don't know, but they know that they walked into a trap, essentially.
I realize that we messed up, and that they know, and that the jig is up, and in a complete and utter panic, I drop the Moonblade, and I just like run away.
All right.
Just completely just like scared, like beyond scared.
All right. So let's see. No, that guy already went. Sorry, and you were at bottom of the order, so that'll bring us back around to the top of the order, which is going to end up being Harry again. Harry, like I was saying, you know, you see these guys, you see, again, the dude kind of puts up his hands,
I'm gonna have to look for that trailer.
Defensively.
Right, thank you for the heads up.
Not.
Sorry, I didn't respond right
Harry,
away.
obviously, offensively.
A couple things was going on at the same time.
Harry just casts his mage hand on the saber to pull it up to himself, and he looks at the mages and say, "Mages of the Wizard Island, we wish to have a dialogue with you. If not,
I'm going to tell my angry red friend over there to turn you into pudding. He's very badly sunburnt right now.
Let me. He's very badly sun.
I always thought he was the Hulk's red brother.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Does Mage Hand is a cantrip, I know, but does it have
Up to
verbal,
5 pounds.
semantic, or but how is it cast is what I'm asking.
I believe you can cast it semantic. Let me double check. Pretty sure
I'm
it's
trying
semantic.
I'm trying to figure out the alphabet right now myself. Mage Hand. Verbal and semantic. All right. So as you start to yoink the saber up over their heads towards you on the roof, the second mage counter spells, and the blade drops into the hands of the other mage, and they say, "We'd be happy to talk."
Very well. Release my allies then, and let's go have a drink.
The first mage does a little with his fingers, does a bunch of little hands, and everybody feels this wave of release as they are once again returned control of their muscles.
Wait, you mean I don't get to smash him now?
No, Brock, we want to talk to him.
Oh, this sucks. He just walks away.
The mage turns and just nods and spicy. Where's Musa? I keep losing him.
Oh.
There he is. Monday's left the game. His polymorph spell wore off. The mage, as Musa walks up, turns and he's like, I believe this is yours. Oops. And he
Oh, he gives it back to me. He's like, all right. I love this little thing. This is great.
So yeah, they dispel all the magic effects. Willingly hand the moon blade back to Musa as they walk up, and the one says he even looks like her. Yeah, about Musa.
He's got a black face to me.
No, that's Gen.
Oh.
So,
Musa's the banana, the Healy Peely.
Oh, the pretty beautiful banana.
the handsomest banana. That's right.
so we got a nice little place that serves some of the best slurp you'll ever have, and it's usually quiet for us to talk. Let's head there.
For those of you in Remy's chat who this might be your first time, everyone with the exception of Spicy has 2 characters that they play. And normally we split them up, like so teams go on missions, made of each individual character, and the other one stays home. But tonight we are having a little bit of a role play session. We're finding out some of the world's secrets, and specifically, possibly the secrets behind what they have discovered to be a spy in their group. This handsome jalapeno here before us. But yeah, that being said and done, for those of you who are wondering what all these extra names were about, that's what's going on. We're each playing 2 characters. And I get to play all the other extra characters, all the NPCs, because that's my job as Cavern Master. But alright, you guys retire once again to the Drunken Raven. And y'all pull up your favorite
I thought it was called the
stools and
Prickly
chairs.
Parrot.
The prickly parrot. The
That's
intoxicating
weird. I
swallow.
thought it was the intoxicating swallow.
That's right. It has lots of names. It depends what part of town you're from.
I thought it was Flint Star S.
Oh, hey, 22 Dance Fun, welcome to the chat. And to the stream as well. But alright, yeah, you guys all retire back to the bar, the tavern, whatever it is called. And take up your favorite stools and chairs, and Juniper's behind the bar as usual, and passes out around a slurp, and the mages join you at a table.
So we heard the lies of the capital. I want to hear your side of the story of all this.
They say, so you're obviously familiar with the Great War between the Seven and the Darkness and the fall of Zarya and Mortho.
Yeah,
Yes.
we spent some time in that little fancy magical prison of theirs too.
It says, yes, the Rock. It says, we've had our eye on that location for a while now. He said, we actually have some very dear friends on the inside that we may need to requisition before all of this comes to an end.
Rock just turns around. All right, who am I breaking out this time? Have a problem with the Rock? Call the Brock.
So they said that the capital has in fact been, perhaps not lying, but definitely misrepresenting the state of affairs in the world. Obviously they want to save face and keep the public unaware of the going-ons behind the curtain. But essentially ever since the fall of Zarya and Mortho and of the remaining heroes of the Seven, their artifacts have been of high regard. Different factions all trying to acquire them to put an end to this prophecy, this coming prophecy, and this repetition of what seems to be the same prophecy over and over again. The capital had acquired one of the weapons and in fact was siphoning the magic from it in order to keep the connection between the Tomb of the Fallen, the mausoleum, and the new construction that had been done to the castle itself to keep that the quantum entanglement that you guys had discussed. The mages are aware of that as well. But using the magic from the artifacts, we're keeping that connection open, and essentially helped Zarya and Martha return. That was part of the magical system that allowed them to return and warp the 5 the original heroes of Villageville to the world. Was just simply for them to reopen that portal. But when the Wizard Nation went to try and negotiate with the capital and acquire that artifact and stop all of these things, it was taken as a sign of war, and the Rock was, or what became the Rock, was built originally, the blockade, as the first and last line of defense against the Mage Nation. And they ended up being, naturally repelled because the mages didn't really want war in the first place. That wasn't the point. And then over time, eventually, the Mages Guild was established there, and the mages, kind of worked in secret to try and gather more intelligence and information about the artifact, its location, the system that was being used to essentially bleed the magical energy out of it to support, again, this whole system that's keeping Zarya and Martho in power.
So then you must have heard that thing flew up faster than a mothership.
What thing?
Harry looks at him and says, "You must have heard your Mages Guild flew up higher than a mothership."
Oh. He says, yeah, it was a major setback in our plans, certainly. He said another step in Zarya's plan to keep the artifacts lost. He said that Zarya and Martha want the artifacts separated, and throughout time, since their original fall and up until now, they've allowed and almost encouraged the items to be lost, because they know that them being brought together is what's going to allow someone to end the prophecy, or this cycle of the prophecy at least.
I just want to point
So we
out
told you
how
we're trying to
in-depth.
organize factions who
I want to point out how in depth Long Tom and his story and what he's created. Just to give you an idea of, you're hearing all of this that we've played through and all this lore. I have to say, super amazing.
Something that we can discuss further. He said there's many factions, as we've mentioned, that are interested in acquiring the artifacts, and that is in fact why we sent Spicy to find you in the first place. We were hoping to that you all were of the character and quality that we could make a similar proposition to you.
Also, even though this was a lot of a heavy story, Long Tom's World also has a lot of amazing builds in it too, that a lot of other people also participated in and built, but he did it well. So you also see really cool creative stuff in this world.
He's not a traitor. We just needed to find out what was going on first.
Yeah, I think I kind of have a tendency to not really trust my very closest and dearest friends.
Well, maybe they can take the mojo off me so I can remember.
That would definitely be a good thing. Has anyone seen Brock? Has anyone seen Nox? I'm a little concerned about them. I saw them running off in all of the chaos, and they haven't returned.
Brock looks at Monday and says, "Yeah, I'll go look for him. I think they're running towards the Bugle. Or the Blunderbuss, whatever it's called."
Okay, good. I just hope they're okay.
Brock walks out the door flicking the pendant on his necklace that connected the two of them to begin with to see if he gets the attention.
Out of character, Nox no longer has that. They left it before the tower blew up.
Yeah, it's still Brock. He's going to do it regardless.
Oh, yeah. Good point. I just wanted to make sure you knew out of character.
And he's probably get angry when it don't work. So if you guys see a dumpster come this way, you'll know why.
Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Brock is going to go find Nox real quick while flicking his necklace that apparently Nox no longer has, but he thinks it works.
What?
Remember when Brock and Nox were first introduced, they had necklaces connecting them? But Nox left his at the Mages Guild.
Oh yeah.
So he's trying to get Nox's attention because Nox ran off while Harry's talking to the wizards.
I thought that was all the Teletron stuff.
No, you gave us pendants that made us secretly look for each other. That's how we came together.
Oh, right, your crystal. Right, yeah. He buried that at
The tower.
Anchor Downs. Anchor Downs, I'm pretty sure. At the lighthouse.
Yeah, but it's still Brock running around flicking it, thinking it works.
Right.
So, if we unify all these artifacts, how do we go about distributing them? Does each nation control one artifact in case this happens again?
He says that's honestly a major part of the problem. That no two biomes can agree on how it should be handled. Some feel that, they should destroy the artifacts, But then, of course, what if Martha and Zarya or the darkness returns again? And now how do you beat the darkness then? And then, of course, who can you trust which artifact to use properly? And, it's a very elaborate and delicate matter.
I mean, I have a couple of suggestions for when that has to happen. But first things first, we've got 10 pirate ships willing to attack the capital to try and liberate that one artifact. We need more allies for that.
He says,
I think 10 pirate ships full of wizards would be kind of a scary sight.
right. 10 ships full of Thunderlords.
Oh gosh.
Yikes.
Just float them right
That
up
would
to
be
the dock.
devastating.
Yeah. I was messing around doing some testing earlier. Just I forget what is it? The Rift Caller or something? I forget what the enemy is called, but the one that teleports in the random items.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It unfortunately just obliterates everything. Like there's nothing, like I was hoping, because a lot of things don't damage stones. So I was like, okay, maybe they made it, so if one of these shows up at your house, like some of it, no, absolutely shreds through everything it touches.
All the way to the ground.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Yep. From stem to
What we need to
stern.
do is we need to unify all the nations. Now we've already got this port willing to help us. We've got the Pele Bonanias willing to help us. If we make a deal with others that every faction gets to hold one of the artifacts, with one of the heroes staying with them if ever needing to be called to duty again, maybe we can create some sort of world council to do it or something.
He says that anything is possible, and he says that does sound like a solid, foundation of a plan. And he knows that obviously originally there was 7 artifacts, one for each of the 7 heroes, and prior to the Great War and the rise of the darkness, that they were essentially just the weapons of these heroes. So they're he knows that they can be wielded properly by a set of heroes, and so he thinks that other biome nations would feel similarly, that the artifacts in the hands of heroes is where they should be, essentially.
Then what if we have the Onceler create some sort of league or a hall where all of these heroes can gather?
shaped like a big T. Like a Hall of Heroes. Teen Titans.
Lego League. It'll
Right. A council of pricks.
We also found a couple of interesting texts.
Mm-mm-mm. What are you?
Apparently, Unify Mojo.
You're talking about the stuff that the eldest banana told you?
The books we found that let you learn spells from other classes.
What's Roma's tome there, her spell book?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We have
That
yet
one
to
of the
figure out
artifacts.
exactly what to do. He says that each one was a set of arms and armor. Actually, he doesn't say that because there's one thing that I'm not sure what it is yet. But that one essentially, what he does say is that one belonged to each hero, and that Roma's was the Moonblade. And you guys have that Fresno, that bas relief at your bastion of Roma on the wall, holding her blue blade aloft. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, let's see.
Brock comes back in, holding Nox up by their tunic. Nox.
I just got your text Monday. Yeah, we can totally do that. But all right, so we are almost at 10 o'clock. You guys have anything you want to do to wrap up this conversation with the wizards while you have them at your disposal?
Yeah, can I have this mind reading stuff taken off? These guys trust me more. They tried my mind, and they didn't trust me because they couldn't read my mind.
The elder of the two, or the more in charge of the two, just makes a little motion with his hands, and you feel completely normal. He said he apologizes that you're probably aware it was necessary.
Yep.
They didn't know if, and apologizing to the rest of the party as well. Like they just didn't know if they could trust you, and knew that some among you were powerful enough to search for the truth if it came to it. So.
I have one other question. I
Go
can't go
ahead.
back to my world. I forget my world every 20 minutes. Can I move to yours after all this is done?
He says, when all this is over, he said they're gonna need to rebuild the Mage Guild in the capital, and he says that if I recall, we still have your application on file.
That little. Yeah, working that desk. That was back when I was still in my polite days, though. So.
Yeah. So, he says, that it's a unfortunate your folks' introduction to their world was so backwards in a sense. He said that your naivety and like just lack of knowledge was used against you in essentially like the cruelest ways possible, and that uh, they essentially never saw the plan with Shere Khan using you folks to smuggle things into the city. Like that, they never saw that coming. You know. But that again, that the loss of the Mages Guild there in the capital was a major setback, and Shere Khan has been a thorn in their side for a long time.
I'll gladly take my hammer and hit him in the head with it for you if you'd like.
When you got when all you got is a hammer, every problem is a nail. But all right. Musa, again, you got any last bits you want to figure out before we go?
I think. Well, Gan is usually one of few words, and Musa is just excited for all this to be happening. He's just kind of like excited to help. He's like, yeah, just wherever you need me, I'm ready.
Right.
Gen's kind of on the same page, but he's just kind of sitting there, just taking it all in, just studying everything. So no real questions though.
All right. Well, I think if that's all you guys got, that's gonna do it for tonight. Everything else that I had lined up as a possibility will take far too long at this point. So, yeah. Let me think. Next week we should have the update. I believe. Well, we have a little update coming up on the 11th with all the Superman stuff. I doubt anything will come to Odyssey, but then we do have our big content update. I believe the 15th.
That's what I've been hearing.
And if
When the spires go active, apparently.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if the rumors are true, we're gonna have some new stuff to do. So
If the rumors are true, we're not gonna have villages anymore in our survival worlds.
yeah, I'm a little nervous about it, not gonna lie. Luckily the ones here in K&K are just in the middle of nowhere. They aren't even near anything. It's the weirdest thing, honestly. Because this is I have 3 worlds, and 2 out of 3 worlds were affected by the Lost Islands and Star Wars glitches. So K&K didn't have any spires, and now they have spires, and they're near nothing. It's the weirdest thing. So I'm kind of curious how they decided to give you spires if you didn't have them, But
I'm nervous because in my expert world, I've got 2 spires within 200 meters of my main village.
oh jeez, yeah. Well, with any luck, they can be like defeated, so they don't just like live there. But yeah, in the meantime, if they're anything like the ones in expeditions, they're going to cause huge problems for people's bases. Go ahead.
I was just thinking like just in the past couple weeks I've tidied up my expert world. I've got everything furnished. Everything's all nice. It's like everything is set, and it's just like there's a spire just like not that far. I'm just like, imagine they just activate and destroy like half my villages.
Right, you just like tidied up for the apocalypse.
my latest world I started, my main base where I've got like 6 big builds. There's a spire floating like right over the middle of all of them. It's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not ideal at all.
I can't imagine them doing. I picture something where like maybe they like open up a portal and you go into some instance where you fight them or something. Maybe something like that, or I don't know. I can't see them purposely
like
destroying people's villages.
Right, like at the spire, it creates a portal that's essentially like the Star Wars cave, where it brings you to another area.
Yeah, or like just like
something.
a
Yeah, that-
like an
that would be
arena,
cool.
like a battleground that you fight some
Right.
kind of spire creatures or something. I don't know, but
Ooh, yeah. But and who knows? Maybe that update on the 15th. Maybe we're gonna end up not getting the Odyssey stuff. Maybe we won't get the heroes. Maybe we won't get the But if we do, as usual, it's on a day that we play, right?
yeah.
Yep, it's on a Tuesday. We always get those crazy Tuesday updates. So hopefully we'll have some new enemies to fight, and if I can spawn in spires myself, then they can be anywhere.
Oh wow.
You guys might have to fight a spire in the middle of Cutlass Cove, or maybe one will show up at your bastion or something. Who knows?
That's when I'll get an angry Klombo and have it help us.
There you go. Yeah, that's something to consider. Maybe you guys need to start tracking down Klombos and have a Klombo in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Now that you have polymorph, you could turn into all kinds of things.
It's crazy.
Right. But yeah. You folks want to roll initiatives and we'll do outros?
11.
Natural
19.
20, baby.
Critical fail. Got a 1.
Nice. What'd you get, Spicy?
19.
19. All right. Every episode we do our individual outros. We roll initiative, see who gets to go first. And tonight, with a natural 20, Monday Olives is going to be going first.
Best
Takes
roll
on
of the
out
night
Monday.
for 'em.
I'm
right.
Monday Olives, and you've been watching Kaverns and Klombos, streamed live every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. ET here on YouTube at the Long Tom Lounge. Thank you so much for watching us, and just so you know, I did absolutely log out of the stream midstream and purchase the spicy outfit just so I could make a silly polymorph joke. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy.
Yes, that's
Have
awesome.
a wonderful evening.
It was well worth it. It was well
Hell
worth it.
yeah, it
Hey,
was.
best V-Bucks I ever spent. I saw the opportunity and I'm like, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna do it.
That's funny because part of me was like, did they just go buy it? I'm like, no, they had to have already had it.
No,
That's-
I absolutely went and bought it on the spot. Yes.
I was thinking the
That's
same
awesome.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
And
thing
I
many
u-
people
and
not
I
named
used your
Spicy would
code.
own.
Hey, that's right. Don't forget to use code Long Time in the shop. Thank you,
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, Ryan. That's
Always.
that Monday's really good with his like
What were you
videos
saying there,
and
Spicy?
stuff.
I said, there's no way anybody whose name isn't Spicy is gonna own the skin unless they're trying to be spicy.
That's right. Or
Alright,
jalapeno.
anyways, this has been Spicy Plays on the Long Tom Lounge, and I hope everybody's had a wonderful Tuesday. It's been a lot of fun as usual. We'll see you
Heck yeah.
in the next one next Tuesday. And if you get a chance, stop by and check out my channel. I've been doing a lot of content, mostly Minecraft and Blitz. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, a lot of people doing Minecraft recently. I've noticed in the
Yeah, I
in
checked out one
our-
of Abide's streams the other
community.
day. It was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually am on some of Abide's Minecraft streams.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, he does it every Monday night, and we did a special challenge thing with a Nether thing in Minecraft, and he's gonna have a video out in a couple weeks. It'll be really cool.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so in addition to checking out Spicy Plays on YouTube, check out Monday Olives on YouTube as well. And catch a bunch of Minecraft, I guess. Blitz though, I've played that a couple times. I said earlier I haven't been really playing much of anything, but I did check out Blitz
It's a lot of
recently,
fun.
and yeah, it was pretty fun. And the fact that it's different every round is cool too, you know.
Yeah, and it's only 6 minutes per round.
Right. Yeah, it goes fast. But yeah. That will bring us to Trone Karam.
What's going on again? It's Trone here. Of course, I'm following Monday for a change. Usually beat him in initiative, so I don't know how to upstage that. Was playing on creative with my kid the other day. Made a couple of builds, posted some shorts and some videos about them. Made my own
Nice.
custom TIE interceptor build that I didn't have to make action figure size.
Right on.
So yeah, check that out. Got some more content coming soon. Working on a couple of custom build ideas. Yeah, and then now I'm going to focus on doing custom structures and stuff like that.
Right on. That'll all be posted on your page, Trone Gaming, I presume.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Everybody be sure to check that out as well.
Also, going to probably get back into the Warhammer streams now that Lex Imperialis is out.
Right on. Is that a new update? I haven't been
New
keeping up on
expansion,
all that
adds a
stuff.
character class, a new
Ooh.
companion, and like 12 more hours of story content.
Sweet. That's awesome. So yeah, everybody be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. Trone Gaming. You still doing Baldur's Gate at all, or?
Had to take a
Taking
break
it.
from that. That's a little too graphic for the kids around.
Oh yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
covered.
Yep, there are some parts in it that are adult for sure.
But if you're watching a pretty good anime, I highly recommend it. Country Bumpkin turned Master Swordsman on Prime.
Right on. Well,
Very
have to check
D&D.
it out. Sweet. But yeah, everybody be sure to check out Trone Gaming. And that's gonna bring us to last but certainly not least, Remy Lexington.
Hello. Yeah, I am still streaming on all the platforms. Well, actually, no, not all. Just TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Just been hanging out in my expert world, kind of just tidying up everything. Waiting for like the new update to kind of come through. I'm gonna be probably working on a new supernova base. Planning on doing it inside one of the floating islands. That should be fun. And then, yeah, I have some tutorials, some simple ones coming up. I got one of just making a cool little futuristic fire pit. And then another one is just a drawbridge that I have a working one in my expert world as well. But yeah, come on by, say hi, and yeah.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna have to check out that drawbridge for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I did it in sandbox first, and then it worked all right, and I took it to expert, and so far so good.
Right on. Yeah, I wish I had made an expert world back when expert first came out, but I was like, I'll do it later, and now it's undoable in my opinion. Like, I just get murdered by people I didn't even know were there. I got murdered at my workbench the last time I played, and I was like, no, that's it.
Wow.
Enough expert for me for today.
Trophy getting are good though.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, at this point, I know enough people with full worlds that I don't, I don't have the time to grind, especially with the lag and stuff like that. Like every time I died, it was to storm enemies, those lobber guys. They come out of nowhere and done.
I know when I don't know if you've tried to do it, but my grasslands village that I started with, I made sure to like do it in the middle of a lake, so there was no way anything could get to me.
Yeah, and that's definitely location. I could have picked something better, but I thought I was being smart, just staying right at spawn and yada yada. But I haven't really played anything but sandbox since the Storm King update, so I didn't realize that they would like chase animals like across the whole map, so I'm sure what happened is like a pig wandered past and they were just the pig ran into my village and they just chased it in or something, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I could have done it better, but what can you do? And part of me just doesn't have the time now to put in that kind of patient grind, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely slow at first. Just yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then you know, between work and doing Kaverns and Klombos every week and trying to, you know, get ready for all the parts that I know are coming, you know, it's I got a pretty full plate. So
Yeah.
like I was saying, I'll just hop into somebody's already established world, have them give me charms and a good bow, and I'll go knock it out real quick, you know. But
Or you know, with these new update coming with the new weapons and stuff, superhero powers,
ooh, that's true.
might level
That's
the
true.
game, might level the playing field.
Yeah, yeah. I am, you know, I've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. I'm super curious to see how this gets implemented because,
Me too.
in my opinion, it's going to require a complete rework of the game as we know it. You know, from durability to combat to runes to, you know, all of it. So, and then beyond that, these are apparently just the first heroes of, I don't know if many is the right word, but I believe there's 5 hero classes that are supposed to come out, so we'll see.
Unused bow. That's in the files.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be so good.
Yep. Yeah, and that was, you know, I touched on a little earlier, like the weapons are gonna have to all be modified at the very least to keep up with the new weapons, you know. Like the hammer does as much damage as the strongest bow does, and in an area of effect. You know, it's crazy. Not everything else, every other melee weapon tops out at like 7 or 9 points of damage. But the hammer maxes out at, what is it, 25, I think? It's ridiculous. Let's see. 22, but then you could get 3 damage on it, so. Oh, Rift Sword is up to 11 now? I didn't realize that. But yeah, like daggers do 7 and the hammer does 22. You know what I mean? Like that's just obscene. You know, the muskets do a lot of damage too, but they're so hard to use. But the hammer you can just whip around. You know, it's not even fair, really. And like we were saying earlier, when you're doing that one animation, you're totally invulnerable. So, but what was that, Tron?
I'm pretty good with those muskets.
Yeah. Harry is a crack shot. But yeah, we'll find out the answers to all these questions and more, I guess, next week.
I definitely feel like they could make it almost like if they give you a bus stop back to your Odyssey world, it almost feels like it could be like almost like a version of Destiny, in that like you're going to different planets, but instead it's like different, you know, worlds or lobbies or areas, and then you know, you can do stuff and then go back to your world, so you have your whole lobby is just like your world, but then you can hop into other aspects, and it's all kind of tied, like your levels or stuff. I'm excited to see, you know. Yep.
Yeah. I'm excited, but also nervous for the amount of work it's going to cause me to have to do for K&K. That's I've been making the joke recently that I feel like every time I officially write something down, they're like, actually. So, but as everyone that I've mentioned it to has pointed out, we roll with the punches here at K&K. We'll figure it out and work it in. And I've been thinking, you know, as we come up on the you know, not the end of this adventure, because we still have obviously a bunch more to do, but as we come up on the tail of this adventure, of this, you know, certain, you know, this campaign of Kaverns and Klombos, what the next campaign is going to look like, you know, because so much has changed from when we were low level, or when you guys were low level, and you know, the mechanics, the everything, you know, there was stuff that we had like we're trying to employ, with like, carrying capacity and different things like that, we just kind of dropped as we went along because, it didn't really serve our purposes. But now we have all these extra slots, we have all these extra weapons, we have these, coming abilities, we have all these different things. So I'm really excited for the next campaign already. You know what I mean? Just because it's going to look so different from what it did when we first started. Because, for example, for those of you who weren't around for it, when we first started, it was so limited in the amount of stuff that characters could do that even dodging was like tied to certain classes. Like certain classes just couldn't dodge, like wizards couldn't dodge. But as time went on and the game changed and we got new items and we got different abilities and we got the slurp launchers and different things, it was way easier to incorporate, things into all classes and, still have, differences between the classes. So I think it's coming along, and like I was saying, we'll figure out the next bit for sure. And yeah, we'll keep playing K&K every week here. Every week, 8 to 10 p.m. at the Long Tom Lounge. But I've rambled about the update enough at this point. It is 10:21. Everybody has done their outros.
Right, I want to thank you for
And I
coming by.
believe the only thing left to do
Shout out
is
to
my
Epic
favorite
Bricks.
part, which is say goodnight, adventurers.
Gonna be logging
Good
now.
night, adventurers.
Good night, adventurers.
Good night, adventurers.
Good night, adventurers.
I'll go on. Bye.
We'll see